And this is part 2. We're going to be continuing Andreas' second reply in a row. I'm really puzzled how anyone can enjoy this mess of a story or the exhausting land-based gameplay. But it seems this game was made for you. Congratulations. Now check this out. And you're going to see if you are the kind of person that visits the general discussion forums, when somebody says they don't like the game, defenders of the game, shills, white knights, fanboys, they will crawl out from under the basement, the porch, they will come out of the woods, they'll crawl out from under a rock, and they will free dive out of the sky. They will drop out of trees, they will come out to defend the game, and they will attack you. They will attack you and insult you and call you a racist, bigot, evil, hateful Hitler monster for how daring to hate anything in this game. But when you have someone that comes up and they're like, oh my god, best game ever, I love it so much. You do not have the group of people that don't like the game. We don't come out and bash you for liking the game. You see that? That's the difference. Andreas is confused by Chaos liking the game. But that's all that he says. He's like, hey, I don't understand why you like it so much, but good for you. Our group, our side, is not the toxic one. We're not bashing you for liking the game. We don't care. We just want to be able to say that we do not like the game without being bashed. So, Unknown Worlds openly allows the bashing of one side of their fandom. It's like, if you don't suck our dicks and praise our accolades constantly, well, we'll just let the nasty, toxic little shitheads in our community say mean things to you, and we will let them. You better not stand up for yourself, or we'll ban your fucking ass. And I want you to go. If anyone disagrees with that, please give me a screenshot, go to the forums and find somebody that doesn't like the game attacking somebody that does. And Defragged, I like it. It's more Subnautica, which is always nice. They've tried to improve on it in almost every way. Results are a little mixed, but here's my personal opinion breakdown. And I'm not going to read this. I'm not going to read it out loud. Pause and give it a read. Pause and give that a read. Pause and give that a read. We're going to get back into it here with Caldric. I would rate 10 out of 10 in the underwater survival category, as it's the only real contender and the only one of late. I would rate like 9 out of 10 for an overall exploration adventure game, and 10 out of 10 for theme and environment. Never trust 000 ratings, and never trust 10-10-10 ratings. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, even a game or a movie that you hate absolutely the very most, the absolute rarest exceptions of content, where the entire medium of what you're viewing is complete garbage and there's nothing to take away from it. You can't even say like, hey, I like the way they framed that flower pot, that one shot. It's exceptionally, astronomically unlikely to come across a product that is both that is either flawless, 10 out of 10, or completely garbage with absolutely nothing to value, 0 out of 10. So take those extreme ratings with a grain of salt. It doesn't really feel like you're surviving. He gave that part a 6 out of 10. You can romp around the planet with super dangerous creatures that killed experienced and outfitted crews, example the Mercury 2, and you somehow can survive on your own. That's a good point. That just doesn't make any sense, and I agree. Would I recommend? Yes. In the end, this is what it comes down to. The score doesn't mean anything. Would I buy it again? Yes. Would I recommend that others buy it? Yes. Also, that's all there is. So, Caldric says, go out and buy this game. Period. He wants you to buy it twice. Top Fighter replies to Defragged. Honestly, in my opinion, this is where the game falls flat. The story was kind of alright, but just kind of a letdown. And I don't feel like the progression was good either. When I played Subnautica, it felt like you were actually exploring the world. You get this in Below Zero as well, but to a lesser extent. Maybe it is just me, but the way the world seemed laid out was kind of weird. Unlike the original Subnautica, which kind of all got deeper the farther you got from the safe shallows, but in Below Zero, a lot of stuff is accessible from the very start, and it left me kind of confused. And I'm about to sneeze because the that was so unpleasant. I swear I'm allergic to bullshit. Alright, Odd Wolf, you should have known this is where this was going. I'm going to read this guy's post. Y'all follow me with this. For me, it earns a solid 10 out of 10, and you remember what I just said about perfect or absolute zero ratings. I don't say that lightly. I don't really just throw around the highest possible accolade one could give lightly. I did a deep dive on my opinions regarding Subnautica on these very forums. You can read my analysis here. I'm not going to be clicking on that link. He's plugging himself. You know those lefties love to plug themselves. I understand it's not going to be for everyone, but I mean, you know, entitlement, privilege, not everything has to be. Actually, I am going to click on that. I just remember what that guy's post actually is. Let me, that'll be for another video. I understand it's not going to be for everyone, but blah, 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 and that everything is meant to be for everyone. It's actually nice to see developers targeting different demographics, especially those that really don't get targeted much. You may not... Man, make a game. Why are you targeting demographics? Make a game that is fun to play. A game that's fun to play, and it doesn't matter if you're white or black or Asian or brown or Hispanic. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Get the... Oh, fuck it, I hate progressives. They think. Oh, jeez. You may not get Below Zero. You may not want to. That's okay. I don't get Rust. I don't get Call of Duty. It's fine. We don't get Below Zero because it's poorly made, not because of its genre, not because of, oh, it's not our kind of game. Below Zero is our kind of game. It was just botched. Let's continue. I think the important thing to realize is that something might be a letdown to you, but that doesn't mean it is objectively. Listen to this asshole. I mean, I think a game that forces me to kill is a letdown. For those who get something out of killing, it's not. It's all subjective. That's fine too. What a milquetoast pussy fart. Oh, I got. All right, keep it together. This isn't a game about being the lone survivor who murders everything to live and then escapes back to their comfy Earth home. Neither was Subnautica, bro. Subnautica was not a murder everything to live. You want to talk about an actual murder happening? Let's talk about Sam murdering Parvin. This guy acts like, oh, I don't like games where you kill people. I don't want to be the kind of person who murders anyone. But then he's sucking the dick off of a game where the main character's sister murders somebody. No consistency, bro. There's a lot of games about that. This is very different. There's a lot of games that aren't about killing people, and they're better than this game because they're made better. Poor arguments. This is very different. It isn't going to appeal to those who want that kind of power fantasy. I don't want that kind of power fantasy, and this game doesn't appeal to me. This is a very different experience, a poor quality one. It doesn't mean either is wrong. It's just that they're not the same. All games from a developer not being a homogeneous kludge isn't a bad thing. Sure sounds like someone's trying to defend flaws in a game rather than sing the game's accolades. Like, dude, talk about the game's strengths. Don't defend the weak points, right? Just tell me all the amazing things about Below Zero, but you won't be able to find anyone doing that. If anyone that you find on the forums talking good about Below Zero, all they're doing is defending the problems. Oh, the problems aren't that bad. It's not that bad that it's so shallow because it's more content in the area. It's okay that it's a short game because it's easier to get through. No one's telling you it's a great game because it's fucking awesome. Video number 3.